As you're setting up your rosters, the first thing you need to do to start the entire initiation process with the sync is to log in through Clever. You're going to actually have your students do the exact same thing. They're going to access the Savvis accounts through Clever. So go ahead and say log in as a teacher, search for your school, log in with Google. I'm going to grab another teacher's account really quick here. Oops. And then it's going to take you to your Clever page. You can go to the district page, and on the district page we have currently the Easy Bridge. If you give it a heart, it'll go to the top of your page. So we're going to go ahead and go in here. Then it's going to ask you to select the accounts you want to sync or the courses you want to sync. So I'm going to choose both her reading and her writing. And you're going to want to go to your grade level content. And you're only going to need to do this one time. And I'm going to also sync the writing. And then once you're done with that, you can click on the learning system over here, Realize. And this is going to take you to this step. So you're going to choose your grade level again. And this is actually the same thing you're going to walk through your students with. It's going to look a tiny bit different, but for the most part the same. And then it's asking for their profile icon. The students also get to choose the exact same thing. And then it says for you to choose these. Now you're going to see your dashboard. This is the exact same thing the students are going to see. I'm going to go out of this really quick. So your programs are listed over here, and then your two sections are listed here. Once your students log in, then you will have your students in your class. If I click on students here, I am going to see all of my students listed here. They'll need to, again, log in through Clever first before they can enter in through Canvas. Let's take a quick peek at the content and how to assign things. So I find it's much easier through the web version of the MyView Literacy to go through and choose activities to assign. And then you would put it in your library before assigning in Canvas. So we're going to go to Unit 1. And I'm going to go to my introduction because I'm going to introduce some of my goals and vocabulary. I'm going to choose that here. Now before I click anything, I'm going to go ahead and preview the content by selecting it. It opens it up and shows you what the students would see. The reason I like the online version is because the videos are embedded without having to show them on the big screen, and students can watch it if they're at home. And there's also a way to play the content, so some of the larger words are read aloud to them. These notebook activities are going to sync right into Canvas. They're going to be able to click on it, and they're going to be able to type in their answer right there, so that's really nice. And then they can select all of these right in Canvas. So now let's say I want to, I'm going to click on Exit. Let's say I want to assign this to my class in Canvas. Now I'm going to start by just adding it to a playlist. And with that, I'm going to say it is, we're going to add to Unit 1, and we're going to create a new playlist. And we're going to say Unit 1. Create that playlist. You can always delete it later on. Go to my playlist, and then here's my content, and it's under your library. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at how to get all of this content into Canvas. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to Canvas and show you how to connect your MyView reading content. So I'm going to go ahead and choose one of my courses here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a module. So if I click here, I can say the Course Connect. When I first log in, it's going to ask if this is me, and I'm going to begin. You're going to choose the blue button because that's going to take you to Clever, and that's going to be how we log into the MyView content. Select yes, and then you're going to close. We're going to continue here. And this is where you're going to select, and it's already been selected for you if you've already set it up through Clever. Now, I had some things I saved to my library. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some of those things. So if you select the unit, you just click on Import and then say Import. It created a new module from all the content that I selected. Now let's say that I want to add something later on to that specific module. You don't have to necessarily always create a new module. You can click the plus, select External Tool, choose the Savvas content, and now I can go ahead and select any of additional items that I would like. One other important thing to note is that you have to click on one of the assignments the very first time you do this, and then it's going to pop up and ask if you want to set it up. So right now I'm setting up this class. You have to do this first for any of the reading content to work within your course. So you only have to do this one time, but you do need to make sure you do this, otherwise none of your content will be visible to the students. They won't be able to access it, so we have to choose that to make sure you're linking the two. So we're linking MyView and we're linking Canvas together. And now I can get a preview of what the student sees. When you're ready to grade any content, so this is what the student is seeing, they're going to fill out information here, they're going to choose one of these, and they're going to interact right in here. When I'm ready to grade, I would launch in a new window, because you do not grade in Canvas, it's going to pass back. So you're going to grade it here once the students are logged in. So I would have my assignments listed, and then I would grade them right here, and then it would pass back to the grades tab here. Then I can pass those grades to Canvas. So I would say sync to SIS. However, the easiest thing to do is to come down into GradeSync and turn on that nightly sync, and that's under Utilities and right here. So that would help make it so that you don't have to push that button every time you want to sync. It's automatically going to do it in the middle of the night.